Alright, so now we're into episode 74 of LEGO Marvel's Avengers, the second part of the struck off the list free play level. And you know it's free play because there's the vision, and you're not going to see the vision this early in the game unless it's in the free play level. So, again, we're going around looking for mini kits, we're looking for character tokens. We're looking for everything that you can collect in this level. That includes a visit with the collector. We are still haven't succeeded in doing that yet, and we're only just a little bit into this level. If you've been following the last couple, so we're going to get involved in some fighting here and looking around just to clear these guys out, so then we can go and play with this area over here. Now, I don't know if those guys are going to keep spawning in continuously. Of course, if they do that, it means there's no point in sticking around here and fighting them. Hey, there's a little special move between Cap and the Vision, which was kind of cool. So it looks like we are going to have to use Thor to break through this wall here. Or at least somebody with a hammer. Alright, although we do have a couple characters who can fly, so maybe that wasn't necessary at all. And so here in this section you can see there are a couple more mini kits for us to go looking for and find. And they're over here under this silvery stuff that needs to get blown up. But first, I'm going to put out these fires, as we will have to do that to advance in the level anyway. I'm also going to knock over that box of stuff. Okay, still some more boxes of stuff I need to mess with. Two visions not really going to do us much good right at the moment. So I'm going to bop over to someone who can blow stuff up. In this case, the Iron Patriot. I'm going to use the Iron Patriot to access what looks to be a shield monitor back here. And if it's a shield computer monitor, then we're probably better off dealing with that with a Hydra personnel, because it'll just save us time later. Because I think you can see how this is going to go. We're just going to uncover this mini kit. So we're going to go down and swing over to Baron Zemo here, and use him to activate the first part, which does indeed reveal a mini kit. So we're going to grab that mini kit, and then we're going to see what activating the Hydra part of the station does. It doesn't appear to do anything here. Now, if you're looking at the white arrow on our right and thinking, okay, well there must be something else like right here that we're right on top of. It's actually just because of the design of the level, it's located behind that wall. And so we will need to get past this little section to get where we can actually access that area. Right here are the pieces of the drill tank that we built in the story mode. And so we can put that guy together and jump on board. And now we've got a little more wreckage we have to get through. That will require Thor. But we're going to do something a little different. This is the spider suit belonging to Miles Morales, a Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic. Brought him out perhaps a little too soon for what I had in mind. But Peter Parker kind of sacrifices himself in the Ultimate Universe, and in the new Spider-Man is Miles Morales, who eventually gets transported back to the main Marvel Universe in some sort of crazy stuff. But he's part black, part Hispanic, so he's a more diverse Spider-Man. But he also has some unique powers. I mean, he can web sling like Spider-Man can, and he can climb on walls, but he also can do something else. That is, he can go stealth. We're going to use him going stealth because we need to access this area that we normally couldn't get to because there would be guns firing at us and blowing us up the whole way. So we're going to pull down that handle. That's going to get rid of the motion sensors. You can see Thor has already showed up to join us. And we're going to get out of being Miles and into being Black Panther for the sake of digging into this stuff. So Black Panther finds some rubble there. Having a little trouble getting him to dig here, so we're going to go dig over here next. And we find some more stuff that we don't really need. Yeah, we don't really need this bicycle either. It's not like we need Tony to fix it or something. And then we dig up this one, and that gets us our third unlocked character from this level. And so we no longer need to look for characters. But you can see there is still a there's still a mini kit back there and a Hydra guy that we can mind control to go get it. Great, so a quick switch to the Vision made that possible, and now we're going to fly back down to the main part of the level where we went through with Captain America and Thor earlier. And we're going to break this truck in order to build what we need to get through this gate, in this case the Captain America switch. So we'll let Vision continue to do that, and then we'll switch out Thor in favor of somebody with a shield, in this case the Iron Yankee. That's going to overload the gate, and now we're going to start getting fired at from these guys. Now we can use the Iron Yankee shield. Well, actually not really. Because instead of having the option to lower his shield, Iron Yankee shoots missiles. And Iron Yankee activates the little thing here. It says we need a Captain America shield and a hammer character. So we're going to have to change away from Vision to some character with a hammer. In this case, we're going to use the Iron Bulldog like we used last episode. And that successfully blows up that tank. And our guys are able to move on. As we've now cleared out the Captain America and Thor level. So now we're to the final part, which is the Iron Man Captain America part of this level, where Iron Man is fighting the airborne forces outside, and Cap is fighting the Hydra soldiers on the ground in order to destroy the anti-air weapons. Alright, so we've got Iron Bulldog down here. And since there's a lot of fire around, we're going to change characters to a character who can deal with the fire. Now the problem here is that the next thing that happens... Well, I've got credit for killing one dude here. I think these guys that we need to kill are outside where Iron Man is. I think he has to shoot them down. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the Vision, which, granted, is not going to put the fire out any faster, but it will allow me to kill a few more of these Hydra guys without too much concern. And take advantage of this vent here, which leads to a very big Hydra door with a very big Hydra lock. And a puzzle of some kind. Alright, well, I can cut around the Hydra symbol here on the bottom. But that by itself didn't do much except give me some stuff to build with. And what am I building? A shield symbol. And that shield symbol gives me access to the mini kit that we were looking for down here. Which I'm glad it was sort of worked out like that, because I was sort of expecting the it to be an Ultron thing. And of course there's some code work we got to do here. Fortunately, the game is kind, and it lets us into the Hydra garage. I'm going to let Vision keep going up the back way here just to see what's up here. But you can see we can't go any further than this. The next part of the path is blocked off to us. But we can build a platform for a speed character. Now, on the off chance that just sends us up to the top of the board, I'm going to go ahead and wreck whatever there is to wreck here in the garage first. Alright, now there's something for us to pick up. And since it's being held over there on the left, I would imagine that that's something that has to do with the collector. So we'll be on the lookout for him. Now we'll bring in our the Iron Bulldog for some speed. Picks up another mini kit, so that answers that question. There's just one mini kit left we haven't discovered here in this area, and you can see the white arrow very clearly denoting that it's probably back in the main area. Alright, we now have 5 of these 5 targets left to kill. And so we're going to go to Iron Man here and let him shoot down some guys. Okay, now there's only 2 left. And we've killed all the guys we were supposed to kill. Again, I think they were all aerial guys. I don't know what was necessarily killing them some of the time because it wasn't me. Alright, so now we're going for the bonus here. And the bonus you know, it would have been the Captain Universe character token if we were still doing that, but since we're not, it's just going to be, I think, a stud or something of that nature. Because as you can see, what's the next part of the mission really is the eliminating the anti-aircraft guns so that Iron Man can come and join us. So here we go back to Vision, and we're not. Okay, so now Vision has got to take out these 3 anti-aircraft guns, and to do so he's going to need, at some point, he's going to have to put out some fires, which is not what he does. So we're going to go into Spider-Man here just to check out what this Avenger sensor thingy is. Oh, and it's a couple of holes leading to the mini-kit, so we'll have Spider-Man go and get that. And now we're back to trying to advance through the Captain America portion of the level. So we have the explosion to clear the stairwell, although that didn't blow up any guns, but it does give us our first hint to where the first gun is. We have all 10 mini-kits now. The only person we're really looking for here would be the Collector. Switch back to Vision, since we're done messing with the part that was suited for Spidey, and I've gotten the Vision stuck, sort of, over here. I need him to fly up and over this area and get back to the mission itself. Alright, and yes, the Vision can destroy these anti-aircraft guns. That is not a purely scripted Captain America movement. Now we're going up for the second anti-aircraft gun. Problem being that there's fire right here, and we finally found fire we can't just avoid. So we're going to have to get out of being the Vision here and switch to a different character. In this case, we're going to switch to a created character with Loki's staff who might be able to create ice, but honestly, I'm not, you know, did some weird things here. Let's just use Cap and get through this. So Cap's going to suppress the fire here, and now Cap is over with the other gun, and now he can jam his shield into it, and we are 2 guns down, 1 gun left, and we're still keeping our eyes out for the Collector. Right, switching to the Iron Man. Well, actually, I'm switching to the Vision. I'm just cycling through my characters. Okay, we're gonna let the Vision fly out of the tunnel here, and then we're gonna have a slight video problem.
And what might you be doing in a place like
okay,
this?
fix itself, and here's the Collector over here on top of the right-hand side of the level.
You ask? To collect, naturally. An exchange was arranged.
And so we get, we're going to get our next red brick for pretty quickly, since we already have Baron von Strucker's monocle.
I simply must have that monocle. Such style.
Right, there's one gun left, and it's over here on this side. In fact, it's right here. So we'll let Vision slam that gun home, and that will, of course, end the level. Or at least set us up to end the level. We got all of our stuff. No need for us to stick around here, and we can finish things off. So, that is the end of the Baron von Strucker Struck Off the List level in free play mode, with all the neat stuff that we picked up inside of it. Gave us a few more studs than we had, so we can buy more red bricks in the future. And the characters we gained access to were Classic Crossbones and Sentry. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time for the next free play level in the playthrough. Take care.